Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another review. So today we're going to talk about Bandai's Assault Kingdom, and this is Master Gundam. I wasn't actually a fan of the anime series this came from, but I thought it was a really neat design. And before I started collecting a lot of anime toys, or especially art toys, I was collecting trading figures and gashapon, and limited space and highly detailed figures. They were really great for the time, and I kind of got away from that. But I've picked up a few since then, and I'd like to kind of take a look at it and see how far they've come in technology. So let's go ahead and open it up and just see what this guy's like. Looks like he's already assembled. There is some notes about a stand inside there. It comes with quite a few accessories. For the price, I think it was like maybe an $8 figure, $6 figure. It looks like it has a lot of things. We've got the character himself, variety of hands, the pylons or wings or whatever those are supposed to be, and then a stand. And the way it's just taped, so you don't have to tear anything, it looks like, which is nice. So let's go ahead and... That's a pretty neat stand too for this figure. I've had quite a few, like the KT line and things along those lines, and never really anything in that impressive stand wise. A lot of times it was just a little base with a peg in it. And take out the actual bot. Let's get a close look here to see the quality. Looks like there's some really decent detail in here, and some alright painting as well. Nothing too sloppy. Actually, not bad at all. Could use a hair more detail, but for its size and price, that's a pretty good deal. Let's look at what kind of articulation. So we've got ankle. Looks like it's forward, back. Doesn't seem like any movement there. But then the cover plate is on its own axis. Looks like it shares the same bar that's connected to. So I don't feel any movement there. Swivel at the hip, knee, really long knee joint. So you can get some nice poses. The plates here, not really any movement from them. It looks like they're just flexible plastic, so they'll go back to their form. That may deform over time. So you can get the legs out there quite far. Waist. It looks like maybe a little bit of rock and forth on the waist. That could be just looseness of the actual joint. Head seems to be on a ball joint. Turn all the way around. Shoulders. Double ball joint looks like. Just has a long rod in the middle of it. Bicep swivel. Pretty good motion there on the arm. So lots of great articulation for such a small and expensive figure. And there was 4 or 5 other. Let's see if they show. There's a few other of these figures, so 3 more. But it wasn't, especially when it comes to these white smaller figures. They just look washed out unless they've been stained or painted or any kind of detailing added. So I didn't bother with any of them, just from previous experience. And they didn't even look very good on the package photos. So it seems like he stands pretty well as on. It'd be nice, unless it's just really stiff. It doesn't look like it has that feature. It looks more like it's a hinge rather than anything else. So it'd be nice if there was a tilt to the ankle, but you can only ask for so much when you're dealing with figures like this. So go ahead and get the rest of the stuff out. Here's the parts for the back. All the hands. The tape got in the way here. There we go. And this piece here, which I may not even display it with. So go ahead and put that to the side. Looks like it's supposed to be some sort of whip, sword looking weapon. Go go ahead and we'll put this on first. So we've got a peg on the back, and there's the peg on the back for the base as well. And I don't know how well this will stand once you put this on here, because it's probably pretty back heavy. So we've got that on there, and that looks pretty cool. And yeah, see if we can move some of the weight forward. No, so if you're going to display with these, they're just too heavy to not use the base. And they've got some articulation as well. So they peg in like so. So they have, looks like a ball joint at the base, and then pivot here. So we'll go ahead and put the, and there's different sections here. It looks like it has a, has a lot of options. So this is a pretty nice little base. Probably proprietary though. I doubt I have any other figures that have similar peg holes like this. Some good forward and back motion in those shoulders. And let's pick some hands out here. Fist, which looks like it's designed to hold that whip thing. And the hands are softer rubber, seems like, and I guess that makes it easier to sort of push them in. So then we've got the fist there. I'm just going to put that aside because I just don't care for it. I'll use an open hand here. And it's got, I assume these are some sort of special attack with the red hands. I remember seeing the master grade, I believe it was, that had red hands as an option in the Hobby Japan magazines. Alright, open hand. So you can rotate the hands. This has got a lot of great dynamic poses, for the, especially for the price. Sub $10 figure with this kind of detail. Get the camera up so you guys can see better. So yeah, sub $10 figure, especially the way the market's getting these days. I mean, this is a little bit larger than what Transformers is giving as far as a legend size. More articulation, similar detail, but it seems much more dynamic toy. I know it's a different brand and line altogether, and I guess these are imported from Japan, so it's a different demographic as well. But yeah, great posability. Across the legs. I mean, this is, for the price, this is a really great figure. And there's these other pegs here as well. And maybe that goes along with these bases. I don't think that, I mean, there's no additional parts in here. I don't think that this comes with anything to build a special part or anything. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So if you don't want to base it off the back, you can actually use the arm itself, and even the foot has peg holes. So it could really make, this could actually be a really cool figure for a drawing model, just because of all the little poses and stuff you can do. And if it couldn't support itself, which it supports itself fairly well, the base goes in ways. So I'd be curious. I almost want to pick more of these up just to see how they interact. If somehow these parts can be kind of shared, but it doesn't seem like this really comes apart. I'm afraid that if I try to pull it apart, it'll break. So I don't think you can really mix and match. But overall, it's a really, really cool figure. So if you can find this, I believe Diamond Distribution might have them, so you might be able to find them at your comic store or even online. Definitely something to check out if you're interested in gashapon or just really dynamic robot figures. So anyway, thanks for checking us out. Stay tuned for more reviews, and we'll see you guys next time.